Meet Ignace the Epicurean. Ignace is a 40-ton Hungarian horntail who grew weary of the charred sheep diet. Seeking more refined flavors, he donned a custom-made, XXXL silk scarf and set off on a culinary pilgrimage across France. The following are excerpts from his food blog, The Toasted Talon. Escargots de Bourgogne. The critique: I was initially confused. Usually, when things have shells, I have to crunch through them to get to the knight inside. Here, the knight is a tiny, rubbery slug swimming in a pool of garlic butter. I struggled with the specialized tongs, they are designed for fingers, not talons, and accidentally launched a snail across the restaurant, piercing a decorative shield on the wall. Dragon's verdict: 3/5 scales. The garlic butter is divine, but the portion size is an insult to my metabolism. I'd need 40,000 of these for a light snack. Bouillabaisse. The critique: a complex fish stew from the coast. The waiter warned me it was served very hot. I found this adorable. I leaned in to appreciate the aroma of saffron and accidentally gave a tiny, appreciative snort. The resulting puff of steam evaporated half the broth and accidentally poached the chef's hat from 20 feet away. Dragon's verdict: 4/5 scales. Rich, oceanic, and salty. It tastes like the Mediterranean Sea if the sea were delicious instead of just wet. Tartiflette. The critique: potatoes, reblochon cheese, lardons, and onions. This dish smells exactly like a knight's boots after a 3-day march through a swamp, which is to say, it is pungent and magnificent. It is the only dish heavy enough to actually make me feel like I've eaten something. I tried to fly back to my lair after the 3rd plate and nearly took out a ski lift because of the cheese lag. Dragon's verdict: 5/5 scales. The ultimate comfort food for anyone who wants to feel like a boulder. Crème brûlée. The critique: the waiter approached with a tiny butane torch to caramelize the sugar. I patted his hand condescendingly, whispered "allow me," and gave the ramekin a concentrated, laser-thin sizzle of blue flame. The sugar didn't just caramelize, it turned into a sheet of obsidian. The thwack of the spoon hitting the crust was the most satisfying sound I've heard since the fall of the Roman Empire. Dragon's verdict: 4.5/5 scales. Excellent texture. A bit dainty for my claws, but the pyrotechnics involved make it a winner. Steak tartare. The critique: I was told this was a delicacy. I was served a mound of raw, ground beef with a raw egg on top. I looked at the chef. The chef looked at me. I asked, "Where is the heat? Where is the transformation?" He told me it was art. I told him it was unprepared groceries. If I wanted raw meat, I'd just go out into the field and find a cow that isn't paying attention. Dragon's verdict: 1/5 scales. I came to France for the culinary arts, not a salad made of cow. Ignace eventually left a single gold doubloon and a slightly melted table as a tip before flying off to find a bakery large enough to satisfy his new croissant addiction.